What if you could turn back time? What if time was like a river? What if it really does heal all wounds? Super Time Force seeks to answer all these cliches and unabashedly presents many more in the context of a cheeky, pixel-rich, side-scrolling shooter that looks like a crazy cartoon Contra. After discovering the secrets of time travel, Dr. Rapitsky assembles the Super Time Force in an effort to go back and fix the mistakes of history. Once you've completed the team's introductory adventure in the 1980s, you're then free to travel to different eras by choosing any stage you like, Mega Man style. You'll attempt to save the dinosaurs, unlock the secrets of Atlantis, and visit a Mad Max version of the 90s gone wrong, fighting through 6 different ages before unlocking a final boss zone. Where Mega Man has you taking weapons from defeated bosses, Super Time Force has you seeking out and recruiting new members of the team, many with humorous and referential names like Jeff Leppard and Dolphin Lundgren. Your initial trio eventually grows to a dozen fighters, each with their own unique weapon. Merlin casts spells that transform enemy soldiers into woodland creatures. Jean Rambeau boasts a powerful machine gun, and Melanie Gibson blasts a wide spread with her shotgun. Everyone has a standard shot and a charged attack, and they can differ quite drastically. Where Super Time Force gets a little crazy is in its ability to rewind and add to the timeline as you run through a level. If you die or simply want a do-over, you can scroll back and drop in as a new character, and thanks to your scientific time powers, your previous soldier's actions will play out alongside of you, just like the run you made with the previous dinosaur and anyone else you've thrown at the level so far. If a team member gets killed and you rewind to prevent their death, you can absorb their charge attack, combining powers and letting you absorb an extra hit with their time armor. When the system is working at its best, it's a bit like creating tracks in a music program. You might send Shieldy Blockerson to clear a path through the gunfire, providing a solid baseline so the sniper or heavy gunner can follow through to deal out some damage. To keep from being disqualified by the ticking clock, you can have one character explore side routes to grab bonus clocks and collectibles, then rewind and forge ahead with the second person. Setting up the right sequence of events can create a perfect harmony of soldiers playing different roles, and watching the replay after a level is a fun reward. However, there really isn't much need for careful planning or nuance until the game's final chapter. Much of the time, things can feel a bit messy as you die, rewind, and then die again as you inadvertently spawn in the line of fire. The rewinding mechanic is necessary for completing certain sections of the game, but there are times that it can feel like it gets between you and the gunplay. Boss fights especially come down to laying down layer after layer of gunfire until there are enough bullets filling the screen for you to defeat your foe in seconds. Depending on your personal sense of timing, your first time with Super Time Force should last about 3 to 4 hours. At any time, you can return to these levels to gather collectibles, and completing the game unlocks Super Hardcore mode, which requires you to rescue any fallen teammates before you can use them again. In all, Super Time Force is a humorous romp through the ages, but the core rewinding mechanic that makes it different fosters a love-hate relationship. It's both an asset and an obstacle, but with tons of characters and a quirky storyline, you'll find the space and time to enjoy yourself.